just an interview with Odacreep, one of the most bar heavy and interesting, different and genuine rappers in the state. I just wanted to interview you because this is this last album and the one before is just something that I don't know. I just feel like people aren't really prepared for. People aren't really expecting it out of this area. So I wanted to ask you some questions.
Absolutely. Can I start with that, with what you just said?
Yeah, go with that.
So thank you for acknowledging that, and I appreciate that, because not only does that let me show that you're paying attention, but that also lets me know that you understand, because that was one of my biggest shackles, because of dropping and releasing music, because I feel like it's so great, people aren't going to appreciate it the way it should be.
And you know what? That's a really good point. I really like that about a lot of the artists that I like to talk to and I relate to the most. Is one of the reasons why I named my brand Arrogant Marketing is with musicians, rappers especially, is I really feel like you can't be an effective rapper without being kind of arrogant. And I don't mean like arrogant, like treating other people like shit, but like you should feel like you are the best. If you don't feel like that,
absolutely,
this isn't the wrong game for you. You know what I mean?
And I totally agree with you. Like, this is a competitive sport. You know what I'm saying? If you're not striving and claiming yourself to be the best there ever is, this isn't the sport for you.
Exactly. What are your plans for 2021, musically and personally?
I'll start with personally. So first and foremost, I gotta get my life back in order.
Yep.
So that's one of the biggest and most things I'm doing right now is just dealing with myself, getting myself back on track. Because if I'm not in a good space in life, I cannot effectively create.
It's true. Facts, though.
And musically, I need to do more videos. I plan to at least I'm going to set a goal to at least drop 10 videos this year.
Nice. Okay. That's
a very big goal for me because I haven't dropped a video ever.
Well, I'm hyped to see what you do with that. That's going to be definitely interesting, man. Keep me posted on any of that for sure.
Absolutely. And then also, more music, of course. I'm going to strive to at least drop 4 more projects this year.
Nice. Who's the local artist you would like to work with? Like, who's someone that you haven't worked with or would like to work with? Local, regional?
I can't just say one.
Okay. Top 5 then. I don't know. However many you got.
And none of them I want to work with more than the other. You could call it kind of like because of my talent and how I view myself as a rapper. But there's just numerous of talent that I haven't had the pleasure to actually bless a track with.
Got you.
I can give you top 5. I can give you a top 5 real quick.
Yeah.
First and foremost, Alejandro.
Nice.
We've never cultivated and actually recorded music together.
Okay.
100 Keys. I've known him personally and freestyled and such, but we never physically recorded a song. And I'm actually worked on that. I sent him some music. Tough the God. I know he's not rapping anymore. He's transitioned to R&B. But that's still something that I would love to do. And then Ayo Mona Lisa, I would love to work with Adam. Very, very gifted, talented, and just genuine human being. Then Vez, that white boy can rap his ass off, and I respect that because he's also a cool chill dude.
Oh yeah.
Is that 4 or 5?
I think that may have been 4. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back.
And then King Franco.
About it. And
King
Franco. Franco's dope. Franco's fire.
And then still more, but that's my top 5.
Oh yeah. No, there's like an endless amount of artists like I could talk about forever. And so yeah, no, I totally feel that. What about regional artists? What about somebody in Arizona, Texas, New Mexico, Colorado, Nevada, California? I would call that regional because Southwest, West.
Absolutely, and that's what I was trying to get clarity of. He's actually a family of mine, and we've made music, but he's moved to Arizona, so retro swing.
Okay. You have to link me with
Retro.
that. I don't know if I've heard it.
You ever heard? Well, you've heard of Retro Don. You know Jeffro Dahmer, right?
Oh yeah. Okay.
So Retro, the dude with the dreads that he makes music with, he's my cousin. Jafro's family to me too. Blood doesn't differ. Like he knows my aunties, like he's family. And then Jafro too, but I've already worked with Jafro, so I'm like, I didn't put him on the work with list. I have music with Jafro.
That makes sense. So,
and
what about? Yeah.
And then there's this dude. When I was younger, I was doing shows. City Boy Ghost. I think he's located in Colorado. He's a dope artist.
I'll have to definitely check that out.
And then, Anybody
else?
I could think it just, you know what I'm saying? I just don't know too many artists outside of, personal artists that are outside of the state.
I feel that. I got you. Yeah, and that's always an opportunity to grow too. But yeah, I mean, clearly you have people that you are thinking of, and it shows that, you know, you've got goals of people that you would like to work with in the area, and that's important.
Oh, absolutely. What people understand or not, like, I pay attention. Trust me. I see everything.
Yeah, I see you do. I definitely see you out there. You're paying attention. And I know, like, whenever we talk about music, you got your ear to the ground. I mean, just the fact that you had Reno and Envy on a track with you, that shows that you're listening to different groups of people that aren't all on the same wavelength, but still part of, like,
not just that, but that. And I don't mean to cut you off. Not just that, but then again, that also lets people know about my rank and how long I've been doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, speak
like
a little bit more on that.
Envy and Reno have been out here doing music for many years. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing their thing.
Sure.
And like I met them when I was super young. Like I met Reno a couple years ago, but I've known Envy since I was like 18.
Nice. Crazy.
Yeah. And that's how long I've personally been out here, like, doing shows and, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing.
No, I feel that. So, I don't know if this ties into any of the other questions, but is there, like, a craziest story you have about New Mexico? Like, something that's just kind of wild, like, most people wouldn't expect to hear.
How much time you got? Okay, I'll give you the craziest thing. I can't consider anything outlandish because what's surprising anymore? You know what I'm saying?
That's true. What about to the average music fan? What would you say is like a good crazy short story that's just kind of like fucking wild? I don't know.
Music related or just being in Albuquerque?
Either or, man. Like, I always want to hear stuff about music, but I mean, Albuquerque stories are probably just about as entertaining as like news stories from Florida. So, you know.
Have you ever walked up Central between Eubank and Louisiana?
Eubank, Louisiana. I can't say that I have during the night, but yes, I would have to say at some point I have.
Just walking down that street, you'll see some of the craziest things that you would expect never to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing, I've done a lot in my life. Like, I come from the streets. I have, like, you know what I'm saying? I have, like, a rough background. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I've personally done some outlandish things. So, that's why I'm saying nothing's crazy to me.
Yeah. No, I feel that. It makes sense. But, yeah, no, Central is an endless bit of entertainment. I mean, I used to live downtown and walk around Central all night, and that was crazy enough. I loved it. But,
absolutely. You'll see some of the craziest shit ever just being off of First and Central at the ATC.
Right. Yeah, I got you, man. Let's see. So this is kind of like also going into plans for the next year, but what are you going to do different than others and than yourself this year? Like, how are you setting the stage for Odacreep kind of taking over in a different way? What are you doing different than others?
I was going to be super petty and egoistic, but because everything I do is better than others. I do everything, and I'm not trying to be cocky or overconfident or like, you know what I'm saying, but it's been a proven fact that I am a very talented artist, and rappers can't do what I can do.
Okay.
And it's just me. That's just my basic thing that I do on a regular basis, and it's come to find out that rappers can't touch that.
Okay. So what
and
are you
the closest rappers that I've seen that are capable of doing it are the artists that I work with.
Nice.
Like MV, Trigger. Oh, whoops, my bad. I don't mean to cut you off, but I do want to finish touching on that. Like MV, like when I work with MV literally had to step into my world, and she did it beautifully.
Oh, dude, that track.
And then Truth is my boy. Like yeah, she killed it, and me and her are going to continue working on numerous amounts of music because not only do I respect her as a woman, but she's one of the best female, and I'm not even going to say female rappers, but she is. She's one of the best female rappers I have ever seen here yet.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, when it comes down to things like breath control, cadence, flow, writing, penmanship, range, all those different things, she's got a really, really good handle on it. Definitely one of my favorites to hear. And just being able to watch you and her in the booth, Reno, like being able to watch that was pretty awesome. I get a lot of respect for artists in general, but I mean, y'all just killed it. And
and I'm like, I respect and I admire them, and I'm like, it's mutual because like they said say less, like they wanted that to happen, and they just didn't know how to ask me. And I'm like, I'm slowly trying to make people feel comfortable because, like, I know, like, I get it. I'm very intimidating, but like, if we're rappers, wouldn't you want to work with one of the dopest artists? You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother conversation. But like I said, I'm slowly, you know what I'm saying, trying to not be so like intimidating. I'm trying to reach out to people, and that's new for me too. Because like growing up doing this for so long, like I refused to work with people who couldn't like be up to par with me. Yeah.
So I mean, I guess that kind of leads into my next question: was what are you going to do different than yourself this year? I mean, your past self. Like, what are you going to improve on?
Just keep improving. That's the only thing I can do.
Gotcha. So last big one. Anyone you would like to shout out, thank, call out, anything. Anyone you'd like to mention.
That's a lot of questions in one. So first and foremost, I want to shout out everybody on Machine and on Assassin. That's first and foremost. Second, like I want to shout out all the artists who I haven't worked with. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying, like I see it, like, and I respect it and I love it. And I'm like, I have faith that we're gonna come together eventually. I can't put a timeline on it, but it's progressing, and it's not as cutthroat and as, you know what I'm saying, as like isolated as what it was. Like artists are starting to slowly support each other, and I love seeing that.
Me too. Oh, I love seeing
that. The second part, what you said after who I want to shout out, what was the second part?
Anybody you want to shout out, thank, throw shade on?
I just want to thank everybody who took the time to listen. Everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's all I asked for.
That's the ultimate thing, fans. You got to work for them, you know? Yeah, man. That's
and I'm not going to be petty and call out somebody because I don't have beef with nobody. So it's like I'm not going to call out somebody. But, like, whoever wants to work with me or whoever think they can rap better than me, step up.
Yeah, I rock with it, man. Cool. Let me see here.
And I personally want to thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I know that you're doing this for your side, but me and you have a personal relationship, and we got business things in works. And I also want to thank you for, like, believing in me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure, man. I mean, like, I genuinely listen to your music, and I enjoy it, and, like, it's got a value that it makes me want to listen to it again. Replay value is definitely up there, and I really place a high quality on music that I can listen to more than just once. It's super important to me because I have a short attention.
I just want to pause you for just a second. Like, that's the reason why I'm so tough on my music, is because I personally believe it has replay value, but that's something that I question all the time. Like, do people listen to my music more than once? Because the music I make, like, majority of people can't really relate to it. You know what I mean? So I question that.
But I got you, definitely.
Because I don't make music to cater to my fans, and I know like that's just my personal preference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I rock with that, man. Oh yeah. Well, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for taking the time to speak with me.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you for calling me to do this. It's an honor and a privilege, and I appreciate it.